Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy. I'm Chrissy Don One, and I am back with another video. Uh, doing some technical difficulties. All right. Now, I think that's perfect. All right. I got a new camera set up for my car, so I'm hoping and praying that this works. I hope that this doesn't knock the camera all over the place. I know I got it uneven, but you know, it is what it is. We're just gonna talk about the topic today, and the topic today is LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers plus Isaiah Thomas. They played the Minnesota Timberwolves, and it was over with in the first quarter. I mean, it just seems like the Cleveland Cavaliers just wasn't there. To me, from looking at the game, LeBron had a bad night. Kevin Love had a horrible night. And Isaiah Thomas got a little frustrated, got a little heated in the moment, being blown out. And he acts, people saying that he accidentally clotheslined. I forgot the Minnesota player. I had his name there for a second and it blanked out. But he got ejected out of the game. And Isaiah Thomas didn't have a great game either. All right. And a lot of people are pronouncing doom and gloom for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Oh, well, you know what this means? The Cleveland Cavaliers struggle with teams that's got multiple talented players over the court. And I'm here to tell you guys, do not be fooled by that fool's gold. And I told you guys this in the beginning of the season. The Cleveland Cavaliers, when you're talking about the East, I don't think there's a team in the East that can beat the Cleveland Cavaliers in a 4-game series. All right? That's just let's just be real about it. All right? Now this camera's moving all over the place, okay? I tried, okay? I tried. All right, so the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to have a hard time competing against teams that are younger, athletic, longer, and they have a deeper bench. Okay, teams like the Golden State Warriors, they have the Golden State Warriors bench is not as great as the Golden State Warriors that beat the Chicago Bulls winning streak for the regular season, but it's still a good productive bench. All right, they can go 12 deep. All right, the San Antonio Spurs are going to is going to give the Cleveland Cavaliers problems, particularly in the finals, if the San Antonio Spurs make it that far. And the Boston Celtics, the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Minnesota Timberwolves. I've told you guys this since day one, before the season even started. Isaiah Thomas is a unique player, but when you take his explosiveness away, when you take his speed away, then what do you have? You have an undersized point guard that's not that very good in the perimeter. All right, and teams are going to have a feast defending Isaiah Thomas when he doesn't have those traits. All right, now you take a dimension out of Isaiah Thomas that he depends on heavily. All right, and that's what I was saying day one when they initiated this trade. And you heard people like Colin Cowherd and others talk about, well, Kyrie Irving and Isaiah Thomas is basically the same player. So they even on that part, and they got other players to to beef up their bench. All right. And I told you guys, it's going to be nights like this where LeBron James is going to be scratching his head saying, damn, I wish I had Kyrie Irving. All right. Because I can't be at a high productive level every night. That's when you really depend on the other superstars to pull you out of games like that. And when you're talking about Dwayne Wade, he's an older player, and Dwayne Wade showed signs of rust with the Chicago Bulls. And I kept telling everybody, you're not going to get the Dwayne Wade from the Miami Heat. All right. And when you talk about Kevin Love, his newfound position, all the Cleveland Cavaliers were doing was just hiding his weaknesses and putting him in a position where he doesn't necessarily have to defend the 4 or the 3. All right, because those types of players were having a feast on Kevin Love. Now, I told you guys in the beginning of this stream, LeBron James had a bad night, and it's due to large part, of LeBron James being older. All right, the fun people start comparing LeBron James to Michael Jordan and Larry Bird and Magic Johnson and others. Older veteran teams know how to win games like this. All right. When you're a veteran player, a veteran team, chances are you've been playing with this team and the chemistry is that good. Your teammates are going to pick you up when you have nights like this, and vice versa. All right. Everyone seems to think that Michael Jordan never had bad nights. Michael Jordan had bad nights. The problem was Michael Jordan had teammates he can depend on, where he doesn't necessarily have to be spectacular in order to get the W for the Chicago Bulls. LeBron James, on the other hand, does. All right. And I'm not saying that LeBron James, I'm not going to get into the discussion of LeBron James better than Michael Jordan. That argument is, we're not going to get into that. All right. That is going to make the video even longer than what it is. Okay. So, when you look at it, veteran teams, particularly when you're talking about championship teams like the Chicago Bulls, the Magic Johnson Lakers, the Detroit Pistons with Isaiah Thomas, Larry Bird, and others, when the team got older, yes, they tried to replenish that team with some talent, but they generally kept the core players. All right. And Isaiah Thomas said something after last night's loss that they don't necessarily practice a lot. And how you going to get your rhythm on nights practicing? I know people think practicing sucks. There's really no purpose in practicing, but practicing prepares you for nights like this and games like this. It builds unity. It builds chemistry. It also let your teammates know when particularly when you're practicing, you know your teammates' weakness is better than the opponent, than the opposing team, and you know certain players and their stamina and how old they are. You're gonna say to yourself, okay, wow, I need to step it up tonight. All right. LeBron been putting this on his back for the past couple of games. Now LeBron is getting kind of his stamina is just not the same. LeBron James is an older player. He's not the LeBron James of the Miami Heat, where he had so much energy on the offensive and defensive end. Now LeBron James has to pick and choose and pick his spots when he wants to utilize his energy. He doesn't have that much energy to begin with, and he spends a lot of it on the offensive end. All right. So LeBron, with older players, you don't even have to go to Michael Jordan, to Magic Johnson. You can go to Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant's last 3 years, he was mainly injury prone. I mean, and one will have to wonder. I mean, LeBron James put a lot of miles on those legs. Mother Nature never lost. I mean, Father Time has never lost to an athlete. All right. Now there have been some that have been cheating along the way. Not, I'm not talking about steroids or anything like that, but sorta cheat. Father Time getting some more time from Father Time, like Tom Brady, and yes, LeBron James. But with football, it's a little different than basketball. And when you're talking about basketball, you can't rely. I know they got a system set up to where Dwayne Wade leads the second team, and the second team helps them in certain games. But you're going to have nights like Minnesota Timberwolves where the second team is non-existent. Okay, so when you got so many integral parts and you're subbing in, subbing out players and trading players, you're also trading away chemistry, and you're also trading away that, if that player was on your team, you could probably depend on that player more than what you already got right? So LeBron James was frustrated, and to make matters even worse, the Minnesota Timberwolves, once they go big, the Cleveland Cavaliers really don't have an answer for that. Yeah, LeBron James can guard their bigs, Anthony Towns, and others like that with the Minnesota Timberwolves. But who else is going to defend these other bigs? Andrew Wiggins and all right? When you got athletic players like Anthony Wiggins, Karl Anthony Towns, you're going to need a tall, athletic, lengthy individual. And the Cleveland Cavaliers do not possess that individual other than LeBron James, all right? But they lost that game in so many ways. They just couldn't match the firepower, and they didn't have anyone else that they can go to in a pinch and get a ton of points. All right. Now Isaiah Thomas is on minute restriction, and we're going to have to wait and see. The verdict is still out on him, but we're going to have to wait and see when he's released from those minute restrictions and game restrictions, what type of player you're going to get. All right. And let's just say, for sake of argument's sake, he goes back to the old Isaiah Thomas. Okay. Yes, you got someone there that can score a lot of points, but he scores them in different. He scores it in a different way than Kyrie Irving. All right. So the verdict is still out. They clearly need someone else on the roster, and we're just gonna have to wait and see on this. But guys, tell me what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. It's your boy. I'm Christy Down One. I hope you like the camera setup. I'm gonna have to watch it on playback. This is live, by the way. I can't edit this stuff. I'm out.